Alright, let's attempt to make this work. So, give me a hot moment. Apologies. See if FTL wants to show up this go around. It likes to be a little finicky. Hey! It's working! Alright. Makes my job easier. Hello, everybody. Watching now, watching later, watching throughout the other runs. Welcome back to another amazingly awesome edition of FTL Multiverse. This is the Stealth Edition. So we have the Superposition, and we unlocked that last time by making it to Sector 5 with the SW Moorcock. Ridicular, Rippy Bits. He did his job and then some. Yeah, we have Superposition. So, stealth-oriented, you notice we have no shields starting off. But we got plenty of thrusters. Interesting weapons with a conservative bomb here, which is free but still takes missiles. And a shield-piercing laser. Decent crew as well. We have a human engineer, which is like a human but with better repair abilities. And then we have an NG, which is always nice to have. And we have a slug, which will help us see into their ships and also avoid a little bit of the silly. It'll help us avoid a little bit of that mine detection. So as always, if you like what I do as we get started, hit that like button means a lot. If you like it more, hit the bell, know when I go live. And yeah. Crackle lag. And I was debating whether or not to name crew, but I don't know if I'm gonna name crew this go around. I don't think I will. But normal mode, yeah, eventually will. When we get like a boarding ship, we definitely will. Let's start it out. Proceed with our missions. I'm gonna look at a message real quick. So now we have options here: a crew member, a weapon, more scrap. Viabilities to take everything, but I think I'm gonna take a weapon. I feel like that's like the smart choice here. We have options. We could get a Lido missile, which is a very mid-tier, very low-tier basic missile launcher. It gets the job done, but you definitely don't want to rely on it. And we have conservative bombs, which are free on power. Simple ion could be cool. It could help us disrupt shields, and that could be effective as well if we want to save. But I think in a case like this, because our base laser has shield piercing, I think I just want a basic defense laser. Well, 2-second long charge, and then yeah, that's really tough between these two. That's actually kind of difficult, but defense laser. And then we will salvage. Always gotta survey. Raid the shrine. And then this is for fuel. Let's take only a few. Mildly dangerous, actually, because being able to put into, didn't I upgrade? I feel like an early power, just so we can arm that, might be viable. I'm gonna have to use these starting off and then work our way to our weapons, so let's give it a shot. And if we do really bad, we will just restart. So, I can't be too upset. I'm not gonna be too upset on things overall. Looks like a rebel ship is here, waiting for you. You can't quite make out what the ship is, though, at first. Captain Hales, you're revealing yourself to have an obnoxiously bright blue hair and a smug glare. Is this the same Sonic Leia again? Ugh. Yeah, I'm not even gonna give you the time of day of reading that. We're gonna take out shields, and then... Oh, I took out Clone Bay, that's not great. Okay, so... yeah, we really didn't protect against any of the laser damage. That's not good either. Okay. Very slow-moving beam as well. Okay, so if I do something that looks like this. Okay, that's not too bad. And then if I depower you... Okay, I should have paid attention to that defensive laser. That's a bit of a bummer. So very sloppy. They escapes via, however you call it. I want more power, but I feel like we gotta behave. Just until we can get our mitts on the shield generator. I don't think I've seen that. A strange signal is being broadcasted here. As soon as you arrive, you spot an unusually advanced auto ship waiting for you. Initializing scans, please wait. A bright white glow envelopes your ship, and your firewall crumbles almost immediately as the ship siphons all the data on your computers. Concerning, yes, but the ship doesn't show signs of hostility yet. Data collection complete. From my findings, you are a renegade, no need to confirm. I am certain of this fact. I am the custodial utilitarian robot assistant, Kira for short. Assuage your fears. I am of malicious control no more. I offer you a proposition, one that may interest your simple, violent-minded individuals such as yourself. You're listening. One more time. Oh. Under my former masters, I was constructed in pursuit of data harvesting. My prime directive is in my natural interest to continue this over as cognitive. It seems unnecessary that my data harvesting continues in the service of my creators, Wentworth and Invaders, nor the Rebellion. My recent interests involve that of a rebel founder, Admiral and CEO of my aforementioned parent company, Vance Wentworth. I am certain you have heard of him. I'm not going to bother reading all that. We don't have enough scrap to really do that. I just don't have enough scrap, and like, if I had enough scrap to do that, I probably would have, but we don't, so we won't. It'll just be another unsolved mystery from beyond. The station at this beacon has alarms going off, and a distress call is out to save the civilians on board. However, when you arrive, there's no already Federation ship at the location of Chael, so you know where we have under control. Let's hear him out. And then there's a merchant with, oh, we have no crew, yeah. If we had crew that was immune to asphyxiation, we would have been able to do stuff there like we have in the past, but we don't, so we won't. It's a very bland go of things so far. Let's see if it's free scrap. I'm not gonna complain. We could go to a store. We have shields, we're buying it. We're just immediately buying it. Give me ID. Nothing. And we have shields for $125. So we sell the system coding. Ooh, that's tough actually. We could sell conservative bomb, but that 87. That tastes like we're still short. 20. No, we should have enough. If it's 125, we should just like barely have enough if we do this. Okay. That gives us much needed protection, and we can always turn off the clone bay until we need it. Because we can like sub in oxygen and that sort of deal moving forward. And this hopefully should let us live just a bit more. Federation officer agreed to apologize, explains for shortened supplies. Best I can offer is a small helping of ammunition. We'll take it. Because power is going to be one of those things that we're definitely going to need right now, just so we can keep everything online and healthy. do exit, but I want to meet the merchant. The merchant usually has like really good stuff. It's always pretty good to hail him. The rebel fleet won't do any checkups, although probably should have repaired hull. We only have one shield, so if I just aim like this, I can actually auto fire with pretty destructive results. Crew that can fight is very limited, hilariously. Okay, so you need to go away. Blankman can fight him. Return to stations. I have a clone bay just in case, because I'm kind of worried of somebody eating poop. Ooh! You successfully defeated the rebel ship. You now have some time to do something else aboard the ship. And a Scorch pinpoint? Yes, please. It's a pinpoint, so it's only going to tap one room and pierce through one shield, but we can set stuff on fire now? That could be kind of fun. There's room there. Room to run. Another power bar to give us some more dodge. Leia definitely looking a little injured. Just a little, but they'll be okay. It'll buff out. It'll buff out. No surprise, an envy rebel ship is accounting a nearby civilian store owner. We're gonna rescue the store because we're good guys, and that's what we do. Let's see, prepare for combat. So I'm gonna look at. Should be okay. No checkups. They have a drone that's actually kind of dookie. I'm curious if this will just... Oh, it does! Okay, cool. I mean, that sucks, but cool. This is perfect. We can start getting crew kills. That'll be huge. Burn to the ground! Burn! Right, you and you need to fix that. With the crew dead, you quickly salvage what you can. You've rescued the store from their attackers. The owners offered to trade. Very nice of them. Basic bomb launcher, not too terrible. Could definitely be better. Fatigue missile, slow charging, 2 damage missile weapon. Bleh. The Heiress. But we got deckhands. Deckhands I can't really afford. I could sell the Gursame. But that could be tough too. 32, because Carl Carlson. Wouldn't mind another NG though. But having a board buddy would also be nice. Might bite me in the butt. Grab Carl. And medbay might have been useful. Oh, crew teleporter. We could have had something. If we have enough boarding crew, I may gun after crew teleporter. I'm not saying that for sure yet, though. I'm on the fence. We have 2 jumps. If I go here, 1, 2. We'll have to fight something. We'll have to deal with ASB, but that'll be okay. That'll be fine. Hades missiles. Stranger. We can sell munition. He's selling ions. The Radion Barrage, not a terrible idea. Required power 2 is kind of blah. The asphyxiation chance would be cool. They'll just suck the air right out of a room. We might be able to do some fun with that. I have the Hades I can just sell right back to him. We get 2 power, 1 missile consumption, and we have no missiles, so... This has ion, so... His phase is 10. Energy phaser? Ah, this is difficult. Energy phaser takes 2 energy, sure, but... That could be like a big difference maker. Energy cannon isn't horrible. That's like a default upgrade over the defense laser. Same charge time, same power. But we have the ion going on with the hull. But it doesn't deal system damage, which is like kind of poopy. Let's try something new. Let's grab the Radion. Worst case scenario, it sucks and we die early, right? That and the Scorch, and then we can just start a disgusting cycle of asphyxiation on enemy ships. That could be fun. We're the firemen. Pierce's Beacon is home to the Federation outpost, or at least it was until a band of pirates came by and ravaged the place. There might be some supplies left if you can clear out the attackers. Do nothing. You out. Oh, homie, I would not have done that. One of those here. Oh, he hit our ship. That's unfortunate. Oh, can you go fix that? I think we're pretty safe here. Do one last zippy zap. Defeated the pirates, not eager to mess with you further, the rest of their clan scatter. And look at that, even more loot. Hey, Schnappy. This is when I figured out I'm gonna have to adjust the little box thing, because the chat stuff, it's gonna be like really hard to pop up if it even works at all. But, excuse me. Let me double check something real quick. Oh well, I'll do that. I'll do that later, yeah. Or not. I don't know, it's always tough to tell. Decisions. We have 27 scrap. We could get another layer. Oh, that's why. It's actually hilarious. Hang on a minute. There you go. That something looked a little strange. Otherwise, okay, I guess we should wait. We should wait to see if we actually, like, escape. Because this is gonna go under control. Oh, we have allies? Weird. So we have Federation allies. We still need to attack. They have a lot of garbage, actually. No. 2 shields too, so I'm gonna have to time attacks. Oh, please miss. You didn't miss! Ah! Don't strike the clone bay. Don't strike the clone bay. For the love of gosh, do not hit the clone bay. We are going to die. Hurry. Oh. Bleeding. You've entered hyperspeed. Thank goodness. That was looking very trash. Okay. Despite their strange and reclusive tendencies, orchid florals are some of the strongest and most reliable allies. I hope so. Oh. Yeah, suddenly we entered in a floral station for some. Oops. Most florals are bound to their religion, communicate through sign language instead of spoken words. The orchid guards give you a friendly wave as you pass by. Let's contact them. And yes, for your supplies. We are hemorrhaging right now. Everything is broken. Like, where's my oxygen? Might be worth having lay on shields more just for faster recharge as, yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Yucky, yucky. Outpost is nice. We need a lot of help. I'm not confident right now in our ship. Very gimmicky. That's not like a bad thing. It's just it just doesn't fill with the most confidence. Let's go the kite route and see what we get. We'll agree to deliver a gift. Okay, the quest is right there, so we'll boom, boom, boom. We also need to do a salvage as well. Oh, gross. Federation clings to the past, but you shall find it. Well, let me repeat that. But you shall find it will be your own undoing for pushing us away. When Ivor sees the truth and joins the coalition, your hypocritical leaders will be annihilated. And until then, we'll have to make do of picking off you intrusive Universe Zero renegades. Let's repair. They have one shield, so we're going to target their shields with the radium. Engineer, do not let him take our shields out. And then they can outfight fires to save their lives. And that's going to be the big takeaway here, is just making sure that we keep them on fire. Burn. Burn to the ground. Burn. Get in there. Oh, my NG died. I'm sitting there like, where's my NG? They're in the clone bay. And that should be all I have to do there. The rest should kind of solve itself. In case it doesn't. Oh, they killed my clone bay. That could have been very bad. They were right, the coalition was the only thing that could save us, and now it's too late. Okay, this is a bad location, actually. I'm not a fan of this spot. And then let's take room out of Oxy. Oh, I didn't even notice a little breach zone right here. I guess that makes things a little nicer. Wait for oxygen to come back. Cool. also didn't mean to do that either. That's a big whoops. What do you want to do? Do an internal upgrade. That might be viable. Oh no, we have NG crew members. Different species. Oh no, I can't vindicate installing anything right now except for more weapons. Dion goes first, followed by Scorch, Defense Laser. And stations are down. Or the stations are down, engines are down. I want to have everything repaired, and then we will go into light speed. Well, the crew health looks poor. As long as our med station doesn't blow up again, we should be okay. You arrive at the coordinates and find the Orchid settlement. They welcome you in. Let's deliver it. Why? As you hand over the statue, it begins to vibrate with greater intensity. A message briefly plays. Filthy weed freaks. This was a trap set by the rebellion. Prepare to die. And then immediately explodes. The Orchid settlement is decimated and your ship takes some damage. But that's not the worst of it. The Orchids blame you for the attack and send one of the remaining ships to attack you. Great. Patch one hole. So Radion needs to focus weapons. They're gonna stealth immediately once we do this. We can pierce one shield, so I'm probably gonna start piercing their stealth myself. And then I have a defensive laser that I can put wherever. They fire will stealth too, so we can avoid taking damage. And fire away. Okay, so now gotta keep their stuff down. Okay, so they're stealthing again on us. Oh, NG is T-Lek. T-Lek is the NG. They're a species. That's just the name of the species. Catch that on fire too. Actually, if I put everything there, we can probably get them to asphyxiate and die. That'll be the quick way to kill them. Except for defense laser, we don't actually want to deal damage to their. Well, I guess we can do that. Ah, man, they actually got me with that. I guess we didn't need stealth there either, but that's okay. Okay, we have no med bay, so we can kind of just do what we want. And they have a fat breach, too. So I'm just gonna light every single room of their ship on fire. I think that's a safe idea. The fire still burns, even when they cloak. We weren't even aware Orchid ships had protruding engines before now. As you watch them flare up, the ship is trying to escape. So FTL's delayed. They need to have somebody on engines. Somebody needs to be flying the ship, and all of our systems need to be fixed, and they most certainly are not. Well, not all of our systems, just ships and piloting. But that is enough to do what I need to do. Perfect. Descend to the Orchids, make your crew dizzy. Try not to breathe as you scrap the ship. But yeah, I guess to do a fresh go over with the crew, we have Markand, who is a slug. Slimy. Main thing is we can see enemies aboard their ship without cameras. Pretty nice. And they can't be mind controlled. Layla's a cyborg. Regular humans, but they repair faster. They take less damage. Pretty solid. T-Lek is an actual NG, and they suck at combat. They like really suck at combat, but they're good at fixing stuff. And Carl Carlson is a free mantis, kind of the exact opposite of the NG. Really good at combat, garbage when it comes to repair. Hopefully we'll get more crew. But we also need a shop too, because yeah, killing fire works. You just gotta be able to get past their shields. No, I just wanted to rescue survivors, and now we have enemy crew on board. That's a lot of enemy crew. Actually, can we go indoors? I don't know if they can be asphyxiated though. Okay, so we have a clone bay. This kind of blows. Different strategy incoming. We're gonna attack my piloting bay, but that's okay. Slugma can go there. Throw you here so you're not being double teamed. Go, Carl, go! Try to do something nice and you get invaded by the enemy crew. Alright, cameras back up. Clone Bay came in clutch. I really don't like the vents on this ship. This is gonna be tough dealing with intruders, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that worries me just a bit. A large seed pod drifts by, made of partially organic matter and clearly of gathering design. Typically, these pods contain various valuables, resources, or humanitarian supplies. This one, however, seems different, although you're not quite sure why. I guess we're opening it.
No! No!
You crack open the pod only to find a starving crew of pirates inside. This appears to once have been a pirate weapon cache, but after getting sealed inside, the betrayed crew has turned a ferocious cannibalistic rage. Excuse me, and attacks you. Okay, so there's a rock guy who isn't gonna suffocate fast enough. There's a Lanius who can't suffocate, and there's 2 more plants. I am not happy right now. I'm not having a good time. If they make it to the clone bay, bad can happen. That's like not very great. Want to attack the other systems? Don't attack. Yeah. Go after shields. Good idea. Good idea. Go after shields. Don't you flip and do it. Don't you dare go after Clone Bay. This sucks. If they break that Clone Bay... Okay, all that's left is a Lanius, so let's shut all the doors. Okay, we need to get oxygen repaired now. That's so bad. Okay. Luckily, not a lot of, we need hull repair so bad, too. I was so lucky about it. Looking a little rough. I think we can still make something happen. We just badly need to get to a shop. Or maybe I start with the additional crew member from the start. I'm not sure yet. I'm sure mistakes were made. That being said, we are going to salvage. I think this is going to be our one and only real good opportunity to do that. Okay. It's kind of sad. There's actually quite a few decent things that could be bought here. This can be sold. 77 doll hairs. We can sell the defensive laser. It's not doing too much for our strategy. A responsible adult in me says we need to get our hole up. The other adult in me says get an orchid. But we just don't look that great. Creates fire instead of breaches, but that's 2 power and 1 missile. We could replicate ammo, and that could be useful. It's just a little too bad. Medbay. I am debating swapping to medbay. We don't have any, like, major crew where the clone bay could be necessary. And we're getting spanked so hard that that might be the plan. Drone control's kind of garbage. Hacking would be an idea if we had enough, but we don't. Might be a mistake here, but let's go for it. Because at least with the med bay, we have advantages. Big advantage with the med bay is we can like control fights. We can have, if we can bring the fight there, we're fine. Downer is we need to micro our people more in the event of a fight, but that's not the biggest issue, as long as we're just on top of it. Okay. What's the worst that can happen? Mantis Uzarian, his carapace laden with scars from his ancient past, glares at you through the monitor. The Federation Mantis War never ended. I refuse to recognize the treaties. Still to this day, I, last bastion of glorious decade, continue our work. I will eradicating every last gumling in this galaxy. The flowers are weak, but you, surely you are even weaker. Okay, never mind, let's fight. I think we want everything on. We can also disable them. We're not going to disable medbay. They have a teleporter on, which is garbage. We're going to stealth immediately. Radion. Their shields. Yeah, they sound great. Okay, they have boarded me. And let's light it on fire! Yes! I lost my NG. I was not paying attention and I lost my NG. That is so sad. Give that shield back up. Come on now. That shield's not coming back up. That shield's staying down. No, but we might be restarting early. Oh, for the love of Blob, fix it, fix it, fix it faster, fix it faster, faster, fix it. Oh God. No! Okay, we're starting over, we're starting over. I made a lot of bad mistakes there. That was so bad. Okay. Okay, I think we could get Bjorn. Maybe the added resources, another weapon. Yes, what could go wrong? Let's give a simple eye on this time. I can't believe that went so bad. Well, yeah, I can't believe that went so bad. Allow them to scan long-range jump. Okay, cool. Ooh! That's new text. Gratitude. Upgrades will be cheaper. Necessity of scraps still present. Purchasing items of merit. Your vessel will provide further benefit to NG cause. Pestilence drone, huh? Okay, so we have... Oh. Black? Weird. 20 doll hairs. There's shields. $22. 42, 40, 25, 65. That's $109. Sell the Gurasame. I could get a... That's just not worth. Light laser is a very quick burn. There's a burst too, though. Shit. Once again, like, really good stuff for sale. That burst too could essentially replace my Gurasame. I think that looks solid. The other one there should come back for a shield system though, so the fact that he's right here sucks. Blah, blah, blah. Rescue the store. Cool, they have a drone, which is not what I want to see. Okay. My systems are down, but so are theirs. Theirs are going to come up sooner. But the one that matters is drones. If we can keep their drones preoccupied, we could probably be in safe hands. Doing this attempt to crew kill. Cool. With the crew dead, you salvage what you can. You have rescued the store from your attackers. The store owners offer to trade. Fire flak, Gears heavy. This always sounds so good, but so much power. It's like, ugh. Gears heavy looks decent. They also have shields. Keep mind control. It's 3. I could sell these. 37, 77, 90. I think that makes over $100 if I sell everything. Like, just bursts 2 and shields. That would be such... It's such a yucky... Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, if this puts us on shields, we have a good enough weapon. Because it's a burst 2, we can... I think it'll be good enough to stand on its own until we can get something better. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling confident. More reactor should probably... Like, more reactor and another, like, 1-slot weapon is our main goal. I like getting this event, too, because this event lets us do some stuff. Might be a little too ungunned for it, though. That'll kind of remain to be seen. Engineer, take it off low 2, throw it there. Okay, one of their crew is dead, their teleporter is now down, their mantis takes forever to repair, so we could probably get the rock dead with this next volley. Perfection, actually. I could not have asked for a better volley than what we got. I'm kind of bummed we didn't surrender. That fire spreads, and it is. We can probably get some cool action out of it. Although if those weapons come back online, I'm gonna have to kill them. Let's see if a fire can spread before the weapons come back on. It's a mantis repairing, so anything can happen. Nope. Their ship has been reduced to scrap and their crew consumed in the inferno. Speaking of scrap, everybody on the crew, for whatever reason, is like starting to get lightheaded. Alright, fine, you babies. You can have the oxygen back. I did not mean to do that. But real talk. This is the part where I decide to asphyxiate the entire crew. That way I can have full health soldiers. Now, on one hand, blasphemy because I'm losing their abilities, but they didn't really have much to begin with. Moving on. Rare to see an agrarian vassal with no weapon systems. And this one's trying to stay away. I didn't get into this business looking for a fight. If you excuse me, I have places to be. We could ask them if we need any help. What you should ask? There's a checkpoint at this beacon. If you could keep their eye off us, we'd be very grateful. Distract them. Drag the checkpoint into a long-winded conversation. It's hard to keep their attention as the smuggler seems to be taking their sweet time circumventing security. By the time you're done with your distraction, it seems like they've caught on to what you're doing. You get the impression it's not wise for you to stick around much longer. You're able to catch a smuggler on the other end of a checkpoint, just out of reach of a range of station. Not exactly an artful solution, but a deal's a deal. Notoriety increased general, reputation increased smugglers. Hopefully that comes in handy. This is a bad idea, so we're not going to do that. And I do want to visit Sylvain. He usually gives us some cool tech. Your Mantis greets you eagerly, their broken dialogue challenging the translator to keep up. Oh, Federation Captain, I asking of you, is there a worthy of my support? Yes, I having faith, but I must be seeing proof. Fight me, winning, and I join crew. But knowing be careful, I take no mercies on you. Okay, so we need to, like, blow them up. Well, not blow them up. We just need to beat them up enough that they fear us, and then that will make them cry. Send them all back. Burst laser does the work. They only have a heavy laser because they're reliant on a boarding party to do all the heavy lifting, but that's okay. Scary-ish sitch. Alright, you winnings, most greatest of fighters. As promised, I coming with. Alright, Starger, welcome. Starger can be on doors. And with Starger on doors, we can probably move Layla back to shields, because we need our shields up now. Alright. We have Kira. If we have a supply and then Kira, we can probably do something. That should give us enough scrap to actually continue. Perfect. Now we can jump to Kira. Hit the merchant. We have 4 jumps, so 1, 2, 3. Yuck. 1, 2, 3. No. I guess we're gonna have to deal with the battery. That'll suck. Since you arrive, blah blah blah. Listening. Accept the proposition. Assist me in collecting artifacts relating to Mr. Wentworth, and you'll be rewarded, perhaps financially, or maybe even further. However, to assure you are serious in the offer, I require an initial down payment. Payment confirmed. I look forward to working with you in the future, Renegade. Yeah, it sucks. Oh well. We just gotta get what we can get. A Zoltan ship hails you as you arrive. You have to help us. Our energy shields, it hasn't been working properly. Let's attempt to fix a problem. You got to the root of a problem. Wow. That usually doesn't happen. That's a low roll. Meet Sylvain. Amp energy and some more scrap. Let's sell him some ammunition. He is selling trash guns. Wow, literal trash. Well, can't say trash guns and then have a chain flak. Because chain flak could be stupid, like... Oh, man. It might... I think... Raw is interesting too, but I think we're gonna buy chain flag. We don't have enough power to use it quite yet, but it could be worth seeing how this fares instead. A little slower at first, yes, but then... Investigate. We'll attack a Union vessel. So we can just put the flak probably like on O2. Oh, those are some yucky guns too. We're gonna want to dodge missiles. Good, that shut them down, and we're down to 9 cooldown now. That's just so good. Granted, the target wasn't necessarily capable of fighting back, but still. Now we can be in a dangerous spot, because we can like take out the clone bay and just go all in combat if we want. Anti-ship batteries. Okay, let us disarm the clone bay. Oh, I need to. Let's disarm oxygen. That's a lot of weaponry too. Wow. Direct hit immediately. Well, we're gonna get bopped hard. Well, anti-ship ballistics definitely, or ballistics, anti-ship batteries had our number. For better and for better. Alright, let's get out. Harmony domain. Intertyper speed. View available tasks. View an easy task. Let's accept the job. Here to gain access to non-violent methods. Oh, we have an engine-controlled sector. NGs are non-violent and genuinely friendly with the Federation. As long as we can avoid miscommunication errors of native inhabitants, we'll be at little trouble. Same cannot be said, however, for other hostile invaders. Contact the guard. One of my favorite themes of the entire game is the NG theme. Request assistance. Okay, so that horrible noise is the sound of your crew expiring because you decided that you didn't want to keep paying for their bay. By you, I mean me. But we'll do repairs and then we'll stick and move. I think we'll keep Burst on, just because Burst is capable of dealing more damage. If we were later, I would probably swap to the Chain Flak, but my goal is to get all of them on at the same time. It also dawned on me I missed a chance to scrap. And I need to be getting better at that too. Alright, let's go. Task is there, so we should probably deal with the task early. The beacon lies in an empty section of space. You almost move on before spotting a heavily damaged ship drifting nearby. This is a great opportunity. Let's dock and see if we can find supplies. Your crew complains of hearing strange noises of static as they work. One requests of AM Savage operation early. Let's finish the job. Ooh. The Savage operation ends without a hitch. You get your crew members back on board and prepare to jump away. Magnifier. What the heck is that? Use special technology to enhance your power with each charge rather than gaining additional projectiles. I think that's getting sold. But I think there's no harm in using it while it's free. For free, while I have it suits the needs. I have just enough power to possibly make it work. Asteroid belt, great. Prepare for a fight. Do nothing. Go after that. Magnifier. So we can take their shields offline. That'll also be a big deal for us. Then they'll start getting hit by that asteroid belt. They're effective for us. No surrender. Okay, shields need to come back. Alright, let's jump. And ideally, we get a spot where we can salvage and possibly put another upgrade in react. Never mind. Another auto ship. Okay, fine. Let the magnifier charge up. A ridiculously long amount of cloak that I got off at one level. That's oh. Now, if I felt longer than 5 seconds, but maybe it's just me. Either way, 2 more bars. Magnifier is now cell worthy. Offense increased, and we should probably now focus on shields. Two layers of shields do me great. Let's hail the NG vessel. An NG wearing a purple party hat appears on screen. In the backgrounds are colorful, rapidly flashing lights and several slugs dancing. Commence creating inquiry. Knowledge of how to party hard. Request. Mind-altering substances for gratification. Recommended by slug visitors. We can't help. Bummer. We do not know how to party hardy. It appears you've discovered Harmony Link. Request supplies. Cool. Sometimes those links can be very bad. I've already had to encounter 2 super bosses that kicked my ass. And this looks new. Excuse me. It appears you found the location of your next task. A painfully bright green satellite immediately begins to assault your ears, blaring automated messages.
Hello! I'm Dixie, the data center, sponsored by Whitworth's Technologies Education Department.
Let's demand access to a data source.
Sorry, sweetie. My data's off limits to non-staff. However, if you can answer all the security questions, I can let you in.
Get them wrong, however, and I'll aggressive beep.
Okay then, sweetie. One moment.
Well, golly there, name.
I'm so excited. Let's begin.
What's 2 + 2? 4.
Yay, you got it right. So proud.
Canned laughter plays over the stereo. Second security question. What's 3 × 5? 15. A loud pop plays, and bright confetti ejects out of Dixie onto the vacuum of space.
Hooray! You got them all right.
Beginning data transfer. As soon as the data transfer completes, you receive a hail from Kira. Congratulations. You have proven capable of basic math. Curious, I was not aware the education department was still in function after the Calais predicament. Oh well, this information does not relate to my quest. I must process this information. I believe speaking aloud builds comprehension, yes? I'm not sure how this is relevant to cognitive, but nevertheless, will you entertain me and listen, or are you in a hurry and must run along for your mission? Either, Renegade. Either way, I shall send over your reward momentarily. Oh, we can listen.
Oh no, I regret.
Unfortunately, the information gained here is not very helpful, though might I ask why organics torture themselves with annual photographic records of their embarrassing and awkward prepubescent years? Does it not disturb you to recollect such memories? I personally have scrubbed most of the memories of my upbringing from my drives. Regardless, I shall add these few details, minute as they are, to my collection. Perhaps you ought to challenge yourself more next time, Renegade. The real proverbial corpses in the wardrobe won't be found through such simple fetch quests. I'm an AI. Of my ever scrumptious word, for now at least. Do ensure you do not disappoint me in the future. There is no shortage of ways I can dispose of you if you disappoint me, Renegade. That's scary. I'll try not to think about that. Small amount of scrap, nothing too big. Close to the exit. I'll probably pop here because I'm curious if this is an outpost or anything. But we'll probably go there anyway. We've got plenty of time. What appears to be a single damaged ship is in fact 2 ships that have smashed into each other. There's a flurry of comm signals and damage, and it's hard to determine what occurred. The vessels appear to be NG. They look locked together by impact and can't free themselves. Have your NG crew member hail the vessel and assess damage. Your NG crew member refuses. In a halting use of objectives and nouns followed by some animated holographic aids, the NG explains the ships are using each other to, loosely translated, achieve a union. For some reason, the consolidation of ship matters sounds embarrassing and personal. You like to leave the 2 NG ships to their business. After questioning your NG crew member, however, you do manage to salvage what scrap you can from the perimeter, even though you feel slightly dirty for doing so. I think we got that text, like, the very first episode, and I opted to blow the ships up instead. Yeah. Imagine just getting blown up mid-coitus. Not a way to go. Make contact with an isolated NG science stations who are staying put despite the likelihood of Mantis invasion. They suggest you trial some experimental technology. Let's salvage. Survey of a nearby area. You're only able to do this once. A small cache has been embedded in a small asteroid nearby. You've gone right past it, if not for a small, indiscernible short-range signal broadcast from within. And we open it up for, might as well be garbage, but garbage. Good news is, we're almost to our shield. We could make it work if we had a shop too, so that's pretty nice. Very happy. Been here already. I know, game, thank you. Yay, we have the MV drive nearby. Emancipation grid, enemy systems are actually protected from ghost erosion. High automation. Edutainment. It's gonna ask me math? What do you mean? Words of Finn.
Cool.
Green auto ship comes out of a portal.
Well, golly! I'm Callie the calculator, and you must be
Student name here.
I'm so excited to be your teacher here at
School name here.
Let's begin. What's 7 plus 3? 10. Oh my god, that's correct. Good job, student name here. Next question.
Oops, seems like there's an interruption. My math senses are tingling. What could this be? Shall we find out student name here? Uh-oh. Wait, what? What? Callie's voice suddenly switches from her usual high-pitched one to a much more reserved matter-of-fact tone. I've never had this event. Signal interrupted. Origin unknown. Begin transcript. If you are hearing this, we are in dire need of help. Quarantine has been breached, but we cannot hold temporarily. Crime already suspects. We've broken through. You need to find Static and tell them we're signal lost. Resuming standard education protocols. What was that?
Wasn't that wacky, student name? Unfortunately, it seems we're out of time for math today. Bye-bye.
I like the store. We have 2 jumps. We'll store and then leave. Cool. Rebel fleet has found you, and a nearby ship turns to engage the cruisers, and a distance are firing at you. This wasn't supposed to be in anti-ship ballistic territory. Wild. Maybe I fudged something up, but... oh well. They can't beat them. Flippin' absolutely annihilate them. I mean, let's be real. Wow. That's like as close to perfect as you can get. Like 2 hits, you start dual fires. My shields are just pooping their pants right now. My O2 is now down. Ooh, that's bad. No, 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 no! That was so fast. That was so bad. Come on. I want the shop here. I like really want the shop here. No, never mind. Never mind. They really were there first. Holy shit. How did I mistake that? Okay. That was a very costly fight. For literal nothing. Engineers outdated rebel ID. So yeah, we're gonna fake, and then we're gonna take the chance to recruit some, rescue some civs. Don't buy it, but you managed to pull some trickery and convince him that several civs. Okay, we have a new civ. I know I'm mashing through things. I'm really trying to figure out how we're actually gonna save this, because there's a fair bit going wrong. They attacked my clone bay. I'm so like... okay. Just keep doing your thing. Those could have been clone bay shots. This guy, these people look capable of being consumed for the greater need of our ship, so. We have one hole, really? Man, this sucks. I'm only doing that because they fired their flak, and at one hole, that's just looking so bad. Sucks. We need assistance so bad. Oh. God, I should have done the salvage mission too. Oh, man. Issue is $49. We don't like have enough to get that shield upgrade. Like, we can't upgrade anything that would actually help our chances out here. Yeah, we don't want to fight. We're gonna actually, we're gonna repair, because we can use the drone part method and at least get 7 hull points. We have our task up here, but store is gonna be big though. Hopefully there's not a big event. Take his gift. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. We can do another salvage mission, but I think that's the idea. Okay, we have a cheap mantis. We have a Zoltan for sale. There's a particle beam, which is good for taking out systems and lighting fires. That could be fun. $100. Charge laser 1 also isn't that bad. But there's definitely better. And augments of the day, which might not be a bad idea. We gotta behave though. We should do those. Grab shields. That just makes us feel a little safer. And burst 1 is capable of holding its own for the most part. Go here, hit the task next. Still scary. You've arrived at a seemingly ordinary beacon, but scans show a slip tunnel opening. So this ship has hacking and teleporters. Let's give them a tribute of fuel. I don't want to fight that. I guess we'll go here and then down. I want to have one opportunity to possibly get another reactor upgrade. Wow, that ship looks horrible to fight. This is bad. Their only saving grace is that they killed some of their own mantises. Jeez, Lewis, come on. This is supposed to be like rudimentary upgrade. Rudimentary, No, my captain, no, there's a breach in the room too, no! No. Oh, no. I have a clone bay online, though. What is that? Costly. Well, at least everybody's getting good repair. Jeez Louise, I wasn't expecting this to be like the horrible Harry run. And maybe next time I do take just the money. Like, ah, dearie. Somebody has to fly the ship. Well, guess I don't. I can just do this. What do I want to do? I guess that's max level. Oh, never mind. It's no level. Cool. Let's do the attempt to do the task. We're probably going to be restarting, but let's just see. See, we do random fetch quests for it. Let's take the cargo. An EMP burst suddenly crippled your engines. Great. Oh, so sorry, but you see, I don't work for Argon anymore, buddy. I'm with the Syndicate now. What you've got is quite a bounty on your head. What Wentworth will pay for it? So... oh, dear. Oh, dear. Dang, this is where we die. Clone bay off. Actually, bay on. We'll take out an engine, put in the chain flat, put it all on weapons. We might actually be able to kill them. We have cloak. But it helps if we hit. My shields! Okay. Okay, we got chain flak at maximum flackitude now. Maximum, we're gonna miss you. Now the flak should have no issue hitting on the next load. Okay, cool. It was looking a little frisky. Yeah, I love making breaches. They have to fix a breach before they can fix a system. Mercenary has been dispatched as you extract his cargo, as you expect. Oh my gosh. And as expected, his cargo survived a fight. Looks like you'll be able to retrieve the data stick after all. How unfortunate for him. Do you ever get tired of so effortlessly murdering those who stand in your way? I must admit, I admire that attribute. Do not take this for granted. I do not deliver compliments often, especially not to unwashed, simple-minded renegades. Now, as far as the data stick, begin transfer the data immediately. Would you allow me to air my thoughts as I look this over, or do you have other matters to attend to? Well, listen. Unusual. It seems this data does not contain what I expected. It contains sector maps? Matching this to all records without my and your databases, it seems to match no. Do not know where this is. It matches no known beacon patterns. Frustrating. A note attached to this merely refers to the location of the gigastructure. Why would this be missing from my archives? I must dig further. But as for you, that is all. I am an AI of my ever scrumptious word, for now at least. Do ensure that you do not disappoint me in your future endeavors. Or do not disappoint me in the future. There's no shortage of ways I can dispose of you. Free money. We're still kind of in a bad scenario. Power could help here. We need like hull repair. Go back to the shop. That might be a good idea. Go back to the shop, get a little bit of hull repair, possibly get another crew member. Large amount of scrap. I wish. Idea. Buy 1 drone part for 6 scrap. Do you have a drone solution? Gain 7 hull back. And that would be smarter, right? At least gets me a bit more because I'm not using drone parts. Then $60. We could get Rebecca as a pilot. Or we have nothing. If we get Mima, we could get a mystery system as well. Or if we get Maxime. Here we can. Maybe, no, I'm just shy. Of course I am. That's fine. We can just repair some more hull. And Layla can arm weapons. Yeah, this is like our best arrangement for what little crew we got right now. I say little, but 3 is a very solid number. And then we'll repair of crew parts, we'll repair hull with drone parts. And that looks a little safer. At least I'm feeling a little more confident going into this fight. Love to have more evasion, but what do you do? Your computer appears to be detecting 2 separate distress signals here, one from a Federation ship and the other from a Freemantis ship. It appears the Federation vessel has gotten into a conflict with some Freemantis. Who will you help? This is a Freemantis. Now my thought process is simple. The Freemantis ship would have had a crew teleporter, and we are not fit to do another board party. Do some last minute stuff. By last minute, I mean nothing. In this case, we can literally just bring the house down on weapons. Well, I'm gonna bring the house down on their piloting first. Cool. And it begins. Turn off Clone Bay, get us some dodge. Turn off O2, get us some more dodge. Now we swap locations. Oh, perfect. That's like best possible arrangement right there. Engines down too. Crush them. The Federation vessel has been defeated. You scrap what's left. You are most kind. Federation so loyal. They kill their own men to prove loyaler than before. Take this bomb. You have her thanks. That bomb is what we call
Sellable good, sellable. Oh my gosh, required power 1. We can get some crew killing. 90 damage means that's like your average human has 100 HP. So that'll kill a Zoltan or an Engie immediately. That's an idea. Huge idea. Let's get back our oxygen and our clone bay. Power on black, and then we can just depower and go into the rad bomb as we see fit. A jump. We have 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Not out of the woods yet. NG ship nearby hails you as the free mantis ship approaches from behind, except for transmission. Danger imminent. Free mantis in pursuit. Contact free mantis. Ask for intent. NG. Burns equal warranted. Free mantis over allies of Federation. Your NG manages to convince them that free mantis will be of no threat to them. Reluctantly believe you, and soon the free mantis ship catches up to both of you. Harm? No. This war very troubling. Alliances are crucial. Best way is through mutually beneficial agreements such as a trade. NG afraid, but promise we wish no harm. Balls between them is surely one of the most awkward exchanges you've ever seen. They do both reward you for your assistance, however, and soon after Banshee jumps away, the free mantis captain shrugs and leaves you as well. Free stuff. We like free stuff. Like another weapon power could be hot. But we need to save. Maybe. Few free mantis ships from different clans are trading supplies nearby. Most of them are small. You could probably steal some of your supplies if you're up for risk. Yep. Waiting pays off, and eventually all that's left is one small scout. You move into attack. Grab repair. We have a teleporter. That could be kind of poopy face tomato nose. So my goal is going to be attacking weapons. That's annoying. Okay, cool. We just barely got out of there in time. Get the radiation back on. Because once he... Just one bomb, and that should be enough to just drop him. Finish off their crew and scrap their hull before moving in to collect their cargo. It appears cargo didn't survive a fight. There's little worth value. That's a bummer. But it gives us a broad idea of what to expect, actually, so that's kind of cool. Take the biggest ship off. That's a lot! That's a lot! Okay, we might actually be better off to attack a crew here, if I'm being honest. Throw that here, take... Actually, we have a triple charge weaponry. Take away O2, put it there, I think we'll be okay. We have a drone. They have no heal bay though, so it's worth considering. Oh, actually, that's very bad. Clone Bay is offline. Could allocate there for now. Just slowly yet surely work them.
Oh, that was fun. Oh! No, I'm not salty at all. I'm not salty at all. Okay, I'm gonna do one last restart, and if we die, it's just not in the cards. But I want to at least get to Sector 5. Damn it. Okay, let's think about this slightly differently. Extra resources, yes. Okay, and we get a free beam for our troubles. I mean, it's garbage, but we have a free beam for our troubles. We have to do the Kira stuff all over again. Okay, that's fine. Gives us an idea to double check. I probably should have upgraded stealth sooner too. Let's distract him. Do the Kira stuff, do the merchant. Well, maybe the Kira stuff's a bit of a waste of scrap in a case like this. I don't know. It's tough to say. Because the loot was nice. The loot allowed us a rebound opportunity. Okay, but Madman Lunatic that decides we have to fight a rebel ship. This actually could be kind of dookie. That is a bomb launcher, I'm pretty sure. This is a heavy laser, which will do immediate damage. Nice. Except for surrender, we could get 2 fleet delays, which could be nice, but I need all the loot I can get. No engines either. We can't have them being able to fire on us. Every ship full of rebel scum that you destroy means a slightly safer galaxy. Civil store here. $30. I could attack the station, just shop around, do something aboard. We have shields. We have shields for $125. Like, don't have enough. Like, I could sell everything to get shields, but I honestly think that's a mistake right now. And I think I might be better off waiting. Burst 1 could be viable, though. It's like Burst 1 and Heavy 1 would be nice. Solid Boy looks like they could be decent. Beam length 100, beam length 60. This could be cool, but this doesn't really do much. Oh no, this does system damage. Maybe this is better than Migrasame. It still have shield piercing. Crystal could be nice. I already have a conservative bomb. Get another NG. Shoot supply. I think I missed out on Sylvain because I did that, which is unfortunate, because he could have been a big help.
Arrived at Federation Supply Depot. Yeah, maybe I get lucky with the encounter and we have something that reduces the Rebel fleet, but I doubt it. I'm Orwell. Lie when you can, you know. So, yeah, Sylvain probably won't be there because Rebels are going to get that beacon. But we can probably meet him in a later galaxy. Alright. Rescue the store. So we'll do a hull repair. We'll actually disable Garasame. Okay, conservative bombs. Oh, that's bad. Yep, that sounded expensive. Okay, cool. That beam is starting to come in handy. Okay, they have a torch. They have they have shields. I do like torch. Torch is stupid fun. And the Ronsar beam is actually really good here too. 1 power, that can deal some damage. Sell those for sure. I think bare minimum we'll grab shields. That has to be done. I could sell the Bardici and get the raw sour. Then we have shields. It's not great, but this is excuse me. I feel like this should give us hopeful room to do stuff. Just maneuver. Cool. We get another chance at the merchant. We can sell some missiles for scrap. That would be nice. Free amp energy. He's selling ballistics. Artemis isn't horrible. Deployment bomb. Self-teleporting devices deploys 2 repair drones on your ship. And it should be used to target your own ship. Huh. That's cool. Particle bomb. 4 system damage, 1 shot, 1 missile consumption. Then the Sobek. And he sells missiles. We're not gonna do anything with that. We're gonna sell this, however. But yeah, now... we just need to do a few events and we can pack our shields if need be, which is pretty solid actually. I've never been able to do that, so that's cool. 1, 2, 3, or at least in the first section of particulars. Small escape pod is adrift at this location. Judging from the markings, the pod originated from some multiverse equivalent of Earth. Someone likely had to abandon their universe and wound up at the drop point. There's no sign of a ship that the pod may have ejected from. However, before you can pick it up, a rebel intercepts. This human with no doubt make it fine recruit for the rebel cause. No. He's out. Look at you, trying to teleport. Oh, you still did teleport. Okay, cool. How was your bottle of Oops All Hole Breaches? Very good. Oh, I guess that was a silly Billy moment of me to sell missiles when I'm not using them. Just make sure there's like nothing to breathe. Because if there's hole breaches, he can't clean. He can't fix the stuff. It's okay, I saw this coming. The rebel captain collapses. If they saw this coming, they should have thought twice about messing with you. Good riddance. Pod is still adrift. It's unlikely to be a trap, but sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. We'll take the pod. The resident of the pod is surprised, as if they didn't expect to end up in this universe. You explain your mission, but the human inside seems hesitant to get involved in this conflict without learning more. If you request to be dropped off a nearby colony, and we will. Do this, make all the NGs, repair that. 28 dollops, too. We need just a little smeckle of ship power. Okay, let's take out the clone bay, put on that. I don't think the ship can actually kill me, so that's good. Hole breaches are fun! Gotta let all that oxygen out. Breathe out, and out, and out, and out. With the crew dead, you scrap the ship. It appears the rest of the rebel squadron is trying to flee after watching their comrades be destroyed by you. The Federation officers thank you and offer payment. Good. Oh, poop. Always do that to myself. I always miscount my jumps. This one has real guns. That's not cool. Large fat. Right, really? Right in front of my weapon systems? Yeah, our goal is to not stay. The moment we can charge... That blew a hole right into us as we were leaving. What are the odds? What did I lose? Doors? Do an intermediate task. Free Mantis have captured this sector from the Zoltans. Though their addiction to pheromones may degrade their intelligence, the Free Mantis are exceedingly loyal to the Federation. Request assistance. Okay, cool. They actually scrapped or hit a non-vital area of ship. We need missiles really bad. Rust Hour is fine, but it doesn't have system damage. And without the ability to really attack a system, we don't have much we can do against the enemy. Our only chance is damage through asphyxiation and hull. Bad. Okay, I was about to be like, maybe I've not been gone for good. Big gratitudes for Renegade, Old Artemis. Garbage we can't use, that's awesome. Okay, we have a Separatist store and a task. I think we do the store first because we need a good weapon. Hail 'em. Welcome. Welcome. Trying to offload our miserable Harmony possessions to move on with our lives. What shall we learn once we are no longer relying on Harmony Drone? Something let's salvage. Open the cache, and we got a Stunner Mark II. We have an Ion Flak, garbage. We have a Stun Mark II, which we just got. And we have a Frost Laser Mark III, which is a little garbage. Just too healthy in terms of how much they cost. We're not going to use this. And ban a crew teleporter. They only have 4 missiles. 62 dollops. I don't like how none of these are like 2-powered good solutions. We're just 2-powered poor solutions. Actually, all these are like kind of bad. None of these do good system damage. The best bet might be me grabbing mind control while I'm here, and I don't know how I feel about that, because I guess we can grab Selva Stunner, buy mind control, we'll buy what missiles we can afford and 2 hull fixes. We'll have to swap from O2 to mind control and vice versa in the fight, just so we can use it. This still sucks. Computer appears to be detecting 2 separatist distress signals here, one from a Federation ship and the other from a Free Mantis ship. We always assist the Free Mantis. We're gonna fight. Actually, this is not a horrible crew to fight, all things considered. We can do something that looks like this. And then let's unpower you, power you. And then we only want this to take out O2. Oh, we had a little laser there. I just don't notice that. Oops. Cool, but looks like Floral can suffocate if we take out power. Equals M. Let them suffocate. Already wasted more missiles than I wanted, but at least we got some back. Got the irradiation bomb again, which was solid-ish. It's just it uses a missile, you know? Bit of an issue. Mind control back online. copy Shift K. I need to start learning hotkeys. That'll be the difference between me like playing and playing well. Buy fuel. They have respirators. Let's ignore the station. So we have a quest, we have a task, we need to just really make haste and like beefy. Zoltan seem to blame the Federation to some extent for the Free Mantis that have been stealing their territory. The ship at this beacon seems to have taken that to the next degree because now they're attacking. Okay. I don't know if I'm capable of actually attacking through Zoltan shields. I'm not exactly sure. While the shields are active though, we are not going to be able to do what we need to do, which is going to be unfortunate. Okay, I can take out their shields. It'll just take a little bit of firing with the Rosaire. I could just conserve bomb. Stop cloning. Use you. For a supposedly peaceful bunch, Zoltans are a risk to fight with. Luckily, you've emptied out the ship and can now scrap it. I actually did a pretty successful job scrapping it. Still low on missiles, but... Bammo! Do the task first. Ever since the Free Mantis stepped foot in Ministry territory, the two factions have been going at it for years. So it looks like a Zoltan vessel is assaulting Free Mantis outposts, but as soon as they see you, they think you've come to assist the Free Mantis and attack. Alright. So, I don't really think their arms can actually, like, do much. Doesn't mean I want to try it. Actually, yeah, this ship cannot attack us. I don't think that laser of theirs can actually pierce shield. One more hit of the Rosaire, and then we can attempt to asphyxiate him as well. That was a bit of a misclick, but that's okay. And, they seem to be taking on a lot of space. That's not good for them. Wow, only one hull bust. That is actually insane. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say you could breathe? Try that again, please. Less oxygen. Thanks. We have a task. I think we do this. Perfect. Track down Mantis in question, but this is no ordinary Mantis vessel. Oh, crap. This could be bad.
Yeah, because we can't pierce her shield, so that is unfortunate. He's gonna chew right through me. It's ridiculous. The amount of damage that NG is eating is so horrible. Yeah. Okay, maybe Renegade, not so foolish being. You are winning. Tarkapet, surrender. What do you desire? Fellas, oops, all hypnotize. Tarkapet, giant wealth. Tarkapet, daughter claw and marriage. Tarkapet, do funny dance of shame. We want information. What? You are wanting information? I'm sorry, but Tarkapet head mostly empty. Kinda stupid, if being honest. Oh yes, you were wanting story. Tarkapet, not good storyteller. Many apologies, but trying best. Wentworth, very brutal. Coming back after stay in Hive camp itself. Or himself, not blaming him. Hive torture, very bad. Wentworth, rounding up dozens of prisoners, interrogating them himself. At a time, just lowly soldier, under great Caesarian Requicatet. Not giving any information. And Wentworth cutting off my claw. I escaping eventually, but laughed at my whole hive for clawless. Haha. Not laughing after Cricket's throat slit. They making me new Caesarian after that. That's great. Anything else? Ooh! Happy for that. Not that Tarkapet remembered just now. Very scared. Locked in a dark room. Mantis torture. Very violent. Very violent. Painful. Leaving lasting damage. But Wentworth torture? Psychological. And painful too. Me is thinking he'd take great joy out of it. Look and eyes reminding me of great joy young Mantis takes in claiming his prey. Are storytelling done now? As saying, Tarkapet had many emptiness. In honor of great defeat, Tarkapet pledged service to Renegade. So, the Mantis has attached itself to you now. My apologies, Renegade. Well, this has been largely unhelpful. I suppose from this, I can assert Mr. Wentworth underwent some serious mental turmoil regarding the war, but that was a foregone conclusion. Oh well. I'm an AI of ever scrumptious word. Stuff. We have a dedicated border. That is extremely important. Tarkapet, 2 times combat damage. That's ridiculous, actually. Tarkapet will be really good at his job. We have like 5 jumps, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Actually trying to plan them out somewhat. Still not the greatest position though. We do need missiles. Or enough scraps so we can get something like a dual laser. Our chief has been captured by Caesarians. You must save him. This is just the Free Mantis missions. We're getting some wild stuff actually. We'll defend against rebels. Little repair damage. Rasar will actually deal great damage here. We can do something that looks like that. We can conservative bomb when the time is right. Because we have somebody on cameras, we can actually see when their weapons are going to charge, which is important. So I want oops more breaches. But we want to plan this right. Essentially, we want all the oxygen out of a ship. And we also want them in a scenario. I don't know why he's not breaking his weapons either. Now, effectively, no clone bay.
Suffocation. With the rebel ship defeated, you quickly salvage what you can and move to contact the prey. Free Mantis are grateful for your aid and pay you for their thanks. It's a little extra hull breach, you know. That could be viable. Quest marker there. Free upgrade. Which are exit. I do like the idea of additional resources there. Stealth, our cloak is actually really came in handy. Explore. We'll pretend to be the rebels. And do a release. Free crew member. Nothing. Liam, you can go on doors. Russauer. No medbay. That is a bad, very bad choice for you, my friends. You can go there. We have one missile, but I would rather not waste it immediately. And I can still just suck all the oxygen out, just no problem. I got enough oxygen, and they're not going to be able to do much. We're just going to go, oh, wow, I can't breathe. Oh. Is that a healing bomb that they're using? Shut the front door. Yeah, that's what I thought. The screams of the rebel crew have at last been silenced. You almost feel bad. Almost. Outcast Dominion? Hopefully this is the right one I need to go, otherwise I'll feel bad. Heard many stories of massive ramshackle outcast camps found in these sectors, spanning ranges of territory so large they can't compete with modern cities. To mess with them would nearly be a death sentence, but fortunately, you doubt they'll mind your presence. Let's request supplies, and they give me nothing, so that's great. We have distress, we have a quest, we have a task, we have an exit, we have the merchant, we have a lot there. One of the outcast signature ramshackle villages has been constructed aboard an old mining platform, abandoned after the diminished density of nearby asteroid fields. Seems they have a request for you. Must help us. The SSLG and Lost Sons are in a constant feud and it's driving us mad. Now we've come concerningly close to our village. If a conflict breaks out, we will be caught in the middle. Could you please diffuse the tensions? Convince him to calm down. Yes! Only able to mind control one of the two you choose for crystals, as they're known for being more stubborn. A sudden switch in the Crystal Stone confuses the Rockmen, but he isn't going to let up. Eventually, you just give up and tell the two to cut it out, and they seemingly finally give up. Finally give up. But the outcasts paid you already. They're so impressed by you being able to end the conflict without any bloodshed, they offer a second reward. Engine Disabler. This is pretty cool. We can lower their engines, stop them from stop them from flaying as fast. It's also a good use of scrap, which is probably how I'll sell it, because we're kind of broke, and we need everything. A crystal gun, like a crystal launcher or a barrage or something would be really good. Ryan, translate. You try for a while, but during the silence, the crystal pops on now, so we can normally apologies. I'm so accustomed to not having to use my translator. I'm a merchant vessel. Would you care to trade? We will salvage. Okay, cool. We have a crystal. There's 2 rockmen available. But surprisingly effective beam weapon. We have the flare. Fires decoys that distract defense drones, and if it make contact, temporarily blind crews, stunning them. 3 shot. Does this not use missiles? No power. Shield piercing, stun chance. Interesting. Crystal 1 looks good. Drone system looks like trash. We can sell the radiation. We can sell the engine disabler. Conservative bomb can probably finally get on their way out. Do this. Then do this. And let's get Johnny Milani. Johnny can be here, that'll be fine. I know the flare seems silly, but it's free. I don't think the flare eats anything, so it'll be worth trying out. At the very least, we can incapacitate, say, somebody running the captain's chair. Oh, that's yucky. That's very yucky. You found the Caesarian ship you've been tracking. They seem to know you've been following them. Or maybe they're just really angry because they attack you as soon as you enter their system. Okay, so we have mind control. Ideally, we get this guy right here. Crystal 1. Probably attack shields. When it's down, we can go in for Rosour. Blair can attack this area as well. Oh, they put in a drone. Cool. Okay, this fixes things in a bad way, so we need to go here, delete that, we don't need this. Crystal can go here, conservation bombs can go there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, hang on. We have flare. Do that. You can go there. Okay, this is looking a little bit better-ish. Emphasis on ish. I like to think this could be enough to just get him in on suffocation damage, but... Okay, you enter the jailer and find cock, chained up in a cage. Once free, thanks you for your help. Getting back, turns out the warlord's clan is nearby, lucky for you. You return him in exchange for a reward. Well, we took more damage than I wanted to, but nobody died permanently, so I can't really complain. But anyway, nobody died permanently, so I can't really complain. Okay, everything is repaired. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. This could be fun. Alright, let's do some cloaking and not fight that. And as always, if you like what I do, hit that like button. It means a lot. We get a good spot where we don't have to do anything. I would like to do hull repair. A crowd of ships have gathered around a large battlefield with a floating sign beside it reads, "Come see the one and only Chung Bajelong, the rockman who lived." Excited chatter takes place between different ships, sharing tales of Chung's seemingly impossible escapes from the clutches of theocracy. Let's pay? You're annoyed about having to pay to enter, but it's cheap enough. Inside you see several paintings of a rockman so overweight that his head has merged with his torso, and a commemorative set of souvenirs of a replica bullet casing. A set of souvenirs of replica bullet casings. A repurposed anti-personnel drone greets you. Welcome to the esteemed home of Mr. Chung Bungalong, a rockman who lived. Follow the drone. The drone guides you to a new room where you find none other than Chung Bungalong himself. A renegade? Wasn't expecting feds to come here. Greetings, I'm Chung Bungalong, the rockman who lived. Why do you call you that anyway? Well, you see, it's illegal in theocracy to offend a rock priest by being ugly, and ugly I very much am. I was sentenced to death, but it takes more than a bullet to stop Chung Bungalong, the rockman who lived. They shot me not once, not twice, but 5 times. Eventually they gave up and simply dumped me out here. I'd become a living legend amongst the outcasts, and if you can best me in a duel, I'll even tell my secret how I survived the bullets. I'm assuming he'd give us rocket plating. That's 3 shields. That's a lot of shields. We do have hypnotize, but so do they. I don't want to do that. The task already might kick our ass, so I just gotta be ready. Where? That a spider? What's going on there? You pilot closer to what seems to be an old Union carry ship, repainted with scribbling all over it, and a giant blood red warning emboldened with the words "Beware." On the vid screen appears a strange man held upright by a long pole from which he's been tied. His torso looks unusually flabby and his limbs flap violently as he talks. Who are you? Why are you here? We're here for photographs. Of those old things, yeah, I'll go get them. But I'm only gonna give them to you if you listen to me story. There's noodle monsters, real, I tell ya. Realer than, well, something that's real, I suppose. If they stole my spine, you want to see what's on those pictures, you can understand what you deal with. But now sit her down and listen, you hear? No one believes him, but I swear it's true. Now, this was before that damn Civil War a couple of years back. There's nothing. But there was my own business when out of nowhere comes this rainbow-looking ass ship. And down there, these lanky tripod freaks with one big swirling rainbow eye each. They put some kind of spell over me and they whisked me away. Now, what them noodle monsters didn't know was I was a 6-time champion of martial arts in the Union, and I kicked them asses good. Yeehaw! But you're probably wondering, Pete, how'd you lose your spine? A lot of texts. I just found all the good events. You're such a good fighter. Well, there's too many of them noodle monsters, and I was beat. They strapped me down and ripped out my spine. I'd be dead if it wasn't. But them's wanted me alive for some reason. But that was her final mistake, because not only am I the 6-time champion of martial arts, but I'm the 8-time champion of spineless martial arts. Hee. Didn't know what hit them. Stole them's ship and flew back home. Then fashioned this whole rig for myself. Ah, shut up. If you keep mouthing off, I'll show you just what I mean about spineless martial arts, you gets. Now, I thought I was the end of it, when my little backwater part of space suddenly gets a visit from none other than Vance Wentworth himself. I don't know how he found out, but he asked to see them corpses, and I happily obliged. Soon enough, there's a whole team of scientists brought around that wreck I stole, and I'm scribbling my name on some kind of non-disclosure agreement. Wait, does this count as a disclosure? Holy smokes. Whatever, ain't gonna find out. Now, about the month goes by, and them scientists suddenly all pull away and they take a ship with them. Next day, there's Vance all over the news, claim he found the source of all these disappearances, but he says it's the slugs. I'm thinking, what's this dumbass mouthing about? Well, too long after Federation decides to banish the kleptocracy entirely. Now I can't reach Wentworth to tell him he's a lying son of a bitch, so I took it upon myself to spread the word. Noodle monsters are real, and I got pictures to prove it. Now let me get you them photos. Hopefully Kira isn't upset. His dad? How unfortunate. Such a strange incident. Are his shields going off? Never the matter. It's unlikely those photographs would ever permitted much in my pursuit of data. Don't trouble yourself over it. For your efforts, I will compensate you regardless. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I guess I missed out on a lot of happenings there. Well, word salad. This will go here, go there, go back. Both their accuracy vessels have gathered together near the beacon. They are concerningly well armed and protected, but they're barely paying attention to your presence. Tail and Ascot distress beacon. Rather annoyed Rockman responds, seemingly not at all grateful for a quick response or a distress call. We were tasked with transmitting military supplies to a Thurocracy outpost at the end of the sector. When an SSLG squadron raided our convoy, if you can assist us in recovering it, we'll give you the leftover. Go here. Ooh. Zeti! I don't know if it'll make it, we'll try. Let's explore. Do something on board the ship. We'll get whole. Good old Zesty. 5. Oh, never mind. We're way fine. We're way fine. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we should be okay. Let's do the quests first. Do the merchant last. As you approach a beacon, the tracker chip's signal lets out a beam of confirmation and goes silent. This must be the right place, as you can see a couple of SSLG ships docked with a small green station. Let's back. Okay, so you can go under my control. You can attack this in 10 seconds, which should open up the room for that. The flare might as well go there, and the conservative bomb is in your head still, where it belongs. We have longer flare now, so. Crystal 1 back on the shields. Flare can go there. Okay, Crystal can go there. Flare can go there. Nobody died. You get the engineers in there. What am I doing? This flare can go there. Okay, cool. Station's been cleared of crew. Not too long after the convoy arrives, suspects of cargo, satisfied with transfer of a reward, but as they're leaving, explosives shake your ship. They stabbed me in the butt. That is unfortunate. But planned. Oxygen back online before we all die. $91. We can go to the merchant. I think we're just out of the range, so hopefully we can clear the sector without much issue. Not gonna sell them any resources. We're still selling launchers. The Onslaught is really good. Like, I've had the Onslaught launcher before. It is disgusting. It can win wars. If you have a bunch of missiles. If you have a bunch of missiles. If you don't have a bunch of missiles, it's like, whatever. Interesting. Yeah, nothing I think I need. The flare was kind of garbage. We could probably sell the conservative bomb. We can bring up the ion. Two more bars. Yes, I did another level of Clone Bay because I'm tired of getting paranoid when the Clone Bay dies and everybody expires. Oh, not lucky. Bad ending. Pistols, need to go after shields. They don't. That glaive beam does look pretty yucky. I'd be like, oh, they don't got anything that can hit us. They punched a hole in me, which isn't great. The goal is the moment we can leave, we're gonna... We only get a feel for doing these fights, so... Go to the Elicitrion Oasis, because that looks new. And then, as we get up there closer in time, once we get to Sector 5, it would be a two-parter, depending upon how well things go. My goal is Sector 5, and then we may resume, not tomorrow, but the day after. You've entered hyperspeed. Do available tasks. Do an easy task. Sector is a hiding place for the most devoted of Zoltan monks. Their religion prevents them from participating in violent acts. You arrive at a refuge for Zoltan monks, a sacred location often visited by devoted followers on their annual pilgrimage. The Zoltan monks have dedicated themselves entirely to nonviolence. No! It immediately became hostile. It's an automatic ship, so there is no crew. There's some pretty decently fast charging weaponry that they have, but it's whatever. Shields are down. Because we have no missiles, we can have auto fire on with no issue. I kind of want to destroy it for the scrap at this point. So ion on the station, or on the driver's seat. That way we can do stuff like this. Well, it must, the automated systems must be giving it dodge even whilst it's ioned. Go repair the breach. Zoltan auto ships no more. Whether its task was before you blew up, or whatever its task was before you blew up, you're pretty sure the sector will get along just fine without it. We have a merchant with the Great Eye, which I don't know what it is, and we have a task, so it looks like we're just gonna B to exit. Just beeline it. Discovered the Great Eye. Though the location was named after a giant eye-shaped nebula in the distance, the real attraction is a massive cuboid monolith with green lights resting on a nearby planet. This beacon is a well-visited location by both tourists and Zoltan, who take an annual pilgrimage to this location. Let's make an offering. It is said that monolith has strange, unpredictable powers. Those who get it to speak to them may find many wonders or horrors that await. Toss some scrap towards a Great Eye, wondering if something will occur. Unfortunately, nothing seems to. Perhaps those old Zoltan myths are false? Maybe it's worth another try. Let's speak to Monolith. Cool. A small ball of light forms in front of your ship and slowly begins to grow. The ball disappears from you, and you are slingshotted miles away, and the ball metamorphoses into a sun. You get caught by the first of a solar flare, so hopefully you can escape before the next. That sucked. Let's go to the monk store. Maybe we'll get a better grading than a sun being manifested out of nothing. Nor the monks visit. Well, we can respond. Give them a generous amount of scrap. Monk scoops up the scrap metal, smiling wide at you. Oh, you are so generous, so kind. May your journeys be blessed. Confused, move past the monk. Take a note on how much happier you suddenly feel. Let's salvage. Ooh, ancient graffiti has tattooed the worn walls of abandoned structures. The last remains of voices that have been silenced. And you find a few skeletons, indicating that this place must have been abandoned for some time. Careful not to disrupt the dead, you stick to essential spots and scavenge some loose supplies. Good. A whole weapon. Stronger than even a glaive beam. 2 times damage, it can be decent, but 4 power makes it kind of dookie. Zoltan monks are like Zoltan, but we don't fight back. Combat? You don't want your Zoltan fighting anyway, so that's a viable idea. Weapon of the day sale could be cool. We probably should get Hole Up. Then we're actually good on fuel. Yeah, we just hold on to everything, okay. Nebulas are skunking up our cameras too, which is mildly annoying. Okay, we have Merchant here and we have a Mantis store, so let's go Mantis into Merchant. It seems the store's beacon is broadcasting from within a nebula. You press further inside. Mantis crew here has hunkered down in the abdomen of a long-dead space whale, the only way, presumably, for them to operate with black market drift without detection. Yep. The approach is met by Kier's Mantis ship with distinct spikes of their power and weapon systems. Federation come to shut us down. Refusal. Hive Mantis crew wish to shop here. Bad of mine then. Come, we have extensive stock. Slave offerings there. Sorry, cat. We're just here to shop. Frost Flag's kind of blah. Breach Bomb is kind of blah at this point. The crew they have to buy could be viable. Nothing that we can purchase, unfortunately, but it's cool that we have that option open. Stranger. We're gonna sell you some resources. So he's selling beams. Oran, Sarah, Gurdog, and Lucerne. Corbin. Nothing we need though, like nothing has major shield piercing, and that's a big issue on beams. Beams are very good, but you need to have supplemental weaponry with them for them to actually have the Rassau. We could sell. The Rassau is 1 power, which kind of makes it kind of nice. But it's just breaching, it's not really doing anything. It's at least doing crew damage with breach. That's 2 power. I can do the Dirk. Yeah, maybe we do that. Maybe we go into the Dirk and we sell the Rassau. $36. Let's keep it. Watch just bite me in the booty, but I think this will be fine. Zoltan Monastery has been constructed at this beacon. They welcome you, offering you a tour of their temple. The tour ends up being less of a tour, more of a long sermon about the monk's religion. You find it rather boring, but one of your crew is convinced. No! You comfort your crew, explain that the mission is more important and that they can return to the monks when you save this reality. I'm not giving up a crew member, no way. You arrived at the supposed location of a drawing, and it's not quite what you expected. A beat-up leech merchant drifts by, grumbling to themselves. They're presumably one of the many scavenger sellers which journey forth from the arrogant space, making their best attempt at realizing the age-old saying, "One man's trash is another man's treasure." Usually it doesn't work out. Inquire about drawings. Whoa! What, this old stupid paper thing? It's just some scribbles I found in a dumpster on some trash union colony. I thought it was worthless garbage, which happens to be what I specialize in, but if you're telling me it's important, but I'm happy to sell it. Let's just say 300 scrap? Gotta be kidding. Well, I wasn't. But your tone suggests maybe I should be. Whatever, it's a shitty piece of paper. It's 5 scrap, take it or leave it. Pick it. Pleasure doing business, weirdo, and if you ever find any nice trash piles, here's my number. As soon as the data transfer completes, you receive a hail from Kira. Curious, the overgrown parasite mentioned a trash union colony. Is this perhaps referring to Mr. Wentworth's childhood home? I will investigate further, but such private matters need not involve someone like you. Once processes information, I believe speaking aloud builds comprehension, yes. I'm not sure how this is relevant to the cognitive, but nevertheless, will you entertain me and listen? Yes. Your scribbles, hardly. Mere scribbles? Hardly. This illustration shows clear signs of early sophistication, but the subject matter I find most intriguing. It seems this work was created in celebration of Unity Day, a union celebration of Xeno intermixing. Such a ludicrous translation, or tradition. I wonder if Mr. Wentworth ever pursued an art career, or perhaps that frivolous waste of potential died out as quickly as his love and respect for xenoforms did. Regardless, I shall add these few details, minute as they are, to my collection. Perhaps you ought to challenge yourself more next time. Excuse me. Then the reward? Ooh. Alright, let's jump. We're at our exit. Not bad. You've arrived at a long-range beacon. What the hell is this? A critically damaged civilian carrier ship is nearby. Scans show their life supports beyond non-functional. They won't live long. Run a scan on the ship just to be certain. Scans show the ship is actually full of pirates, waiting to spring a trap when you board. You pull away from the wreck and fire upon their hull, frightening them. They immediately surrender. Oh, it's actually on fire. That's kind of cool. $68. Sector 5. Leprosy outreaches in the guild sector. I think we're going to go to the guild sector. Then, I think what we'll do is we'll pop a save, and we will, that'll be a good spot to resume part 22222. Just because this one for sure unlocks the new, vessel. But I gotta be able to, what's it called? I gotta be able to make sure that I'm being a responsible adult. You've entered hyperspeed. You hope the light doesn't mind, but you've showed them up. Do a hard task. Antique harpoon gun, accept the job. This sector is a home hunting ground and gathering spot of the EHG. The EHG is part of a kleptocracy still. They hold a large amount of territory. Unfortunately, now that you're here, you'll likely end up on the list of prize hunts until you can escape. Your arrival in the guild territory has been all but a few minutes past, but you're already on edge. The EHG is inherently hostile to their federation, but your ship would make a fine addition to their hangar collection. All the same, you might be able to get some, or make some friends here. Go aboard the lodge. See if anyone has something to sell. Start to move around the lodge before you notice a familiar face in the back of the crowd. Stranger. Well, what are the odds? What are the odds indeed? Looking for something to buy? I could take you round to my ship. Show you what I got. Oh, and we got over this dispute with this fellow called the Salt Man. Lass was kind, and a fearsome bounty hunter to boot, but the guild wants him dead. Terrible shame. Just couldn't bring myself to do it, you know? Anyway, about that stuff. Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Fascinating. So, okay, so Salt Man event. I think we had Salt Man event prior, but I, like, messed it up. So, dear friend, and we'll accept. Add a quest marker to your map. Agree. We got the rare thing. Whoa. Steel launcher. Modified flag cannon fires bursts of heavy metal that move slowly but inflict much greater damage to a ship's hull integrity. Ionesh missiles, a powerful prototype missile weapon, original constructed fuse only within the Inquisition, 4 power, 1 missile consumption, 5. Wow, that's a shit ass ton of damage. There's a lot of really scary stuff here that unfortunately we probably won't be able to use all of. Cycler B. Special loot weapon, see tooltip in the inventory to check improvements over the base version. Shot limit 12, shots per charge 12, system damage. I might buy the recycler bomb actually, that looks very good. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This doesn't actually, Free Mantis loot, plus 8 shot limit. Kinda curious if this is gonna be a case where it only has limited shots. But, may have to find that out next time. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone watching, thank you so much for tuning into another amazingly awesome edition of the FTL Multiverse. Apologies to leave at a cliffhanger, but the time states we gotta leave at a cliffhanger. Envy Stealth has been kicking my butt. We got a few deaths, but this run seems to be going the distance as the furthest we've been. We're gonna save, quit, resume, most likely day after tomorrow with fresh eyes, so we can hopefully bring this to a finish. But we at least have the MV NG ship to look forward to if that fails. So, again, if you like what I did, hit that like button. It means a lot. If you like more, hit the sub, hit the bell, know when I go live. If you're a fan of FTL, leave a comment after the live stream, or at Sardiel later on. Favorite weapon type, favorite race, favorite event. I know I have giant alien spider fans out there. One of the events I'm hoping to see. But either way, we'll have to see what happens next time, and I can't wait to see what happens next time. Y'all have yourselves a phenomenal night, and take care. Bye-bye now.